Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of May 2nd through 8th of 2022. So welcome. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me. Your cards are coming out. They're not very quick, but they're also not very slow. So it's all good. We'll just, hang around, chit-chat a little until the cards are all out. Sometimes they have pre-messages. Doesn't seem to be one at this moment. So we'll just keep going here. Your angels do want to remind you that this is a general message. So any parts of this that don't resonate with you, no worries, it's just for somebody else. General message meaning it's for a group, right? So, it's not a one-on-one. Yeah, which obviously you're aware of. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Okay. So we need to start with forgiveness, is what your angels are saying. Everything else is going to fall into place after that. The lack of this is why you've had a little struggle. Yeah. And maybe you feel like you're just not quite ready. That's okay. Just don't be ready yet. Offer what you can. So let's just say, for example, if this is a one particular individual that, you've had some kind of an interaction with that hurt you or, whatever, was not to your liking. And you've been holding that close to you, that hurt. You've been feeling like you've been betrayed, like it might be like a group or something like that. It feels like maybe not an individual. So for some of you anyway. And so you've been kind of holding on to that and feeling like, oh my gosh, like I can never ever trust this again. And that might be true in some ways. So take the parts of it, like if you can begin to forgive for those actions or things, then start. If you have a little bit of that in your heart for them, for the group or the person or however that works, then do. Cut cords with them. If you scroll, I guess I probably didn't pin it, but if you scroll down, I don't know, a long ways, there's, I have a specific video on how to cut cords. I think I have one on grounding as well. So scroll down and find those, and and just, do the cord cutting, do what you can. Get help from Archangels Michael and Raphael, and that everything that you can do to start the process of forgiveness. Even if you can't do it all at once, no big deal. Do what you can, and eventually you'll find that judgment, the lack of forgiveness, it'll just go away because you'll be finished with it, right? It's possible that you're just completely ready now and can cut the cord and be done with it. Most of the time, it takes more than once. So do your best. And if you're not ready, then acknowledge that and just help yourself get ready, right? Okay. So sometimes just ordinary general things that bring us joy, that helps, not only with forgiveness, but with everything. So, if you have the opportunity to maybe go to the greenhouse or something this week and just spend time, like you don't even have to be shopping. Just spend time there. Observe all the flowers. Feel them, smell them. Take in the essence of those flowers. And it just feels good, doesn't it? Like, if it's a commercial greenhouse, probably you can't go barefoot. But if it's somewhere else that you can, then do. That'll just be so good. And let it fill you up. Let it bring you out of yourself, is what they're saying. So that, it almost feels like you're kind of stuck in a rut, feeling about stuff, about life right now, that you're stuck on this even plane. Let the flowers and nature in general, trees, birds, fresh air, let all of that just bump you up off of that level, monotone, how things have been most of the winter. Let yourself step up by absorbing the essence of the flowers. Now, sometimes there are the Bach flower essences, I think is what they're called, and those are remedies. So maybe you can use those. Maybe essential oils will help you. Maybe if you just buy a bunch of flowers from the store and experience those in your home, that will help as well. Those are kind of, certainly the last one, it's a smaller scale, but it still helps. Yeah. So, this is along the lines of self-care. Whatever you need to do to boost yourself up, to feel better. Just feels a little like monotone, exactly how I said before. Like things have just gone along on the same level for so long, and you're just kind of tired of that, right? Don't quite know what to do about it, but you're tired of it. This is what to do about it. Okay. Now, what is your priority for how you want your life to be, how you want to feel? Focus on that. Yeah? Focus on what you want. Spend time every day. They're just telling me, set aside time. Like even set a timer on your phone or your clock or your whatever, so that you, number one, don't forget, and number two, that you spend the appropriate amount of time on it. So what I'm hearing, I'm sure there's lots and lots of different advice out there. I know different readers and different communication will tell you different things. But what I'm hearing right now, and actually have heard several times before, is to spend at least 10 minutes just lost in the imagination of what exactly it is that you want. How do you want your life, or that section of it, or whatever, to look like? How do you want it to feel? How should it smell? What does it taste like? Are you energetic while you're there, or are you resting? Like, what is all of that? Like, put all your senses in there and focus on that and just get lost in it, so that, if you've set your timer for 10 minutes, then at 10 minutes when it rings, that you go, oh, I'm here instead of there, right? Completely lose yourself within it. So make sure that, your distractions are put away, doors are closed, that nothing can disturb you while you're there. So focus on that in that way, and that is a deliberate manifestation of what it is you want. And then you just have to wait for it. And practice. So this is something that, so that, that focusing on what you want, the direction really is to do that every day. Excuse me, at least once per day. And, anything that you're going to find worth doing, probably you won't do it perfectly the first time, right? Like, who does, right? So, personally, I've been making some wire bending jewelry lately, and I'm really enjoying it. The first time I tried it, I was dismal at it. I really wasn't very skilled. To begin with, I had the wrong materials, but didn't really know that, right? So it was a struggle. And then the more I practiced, though, the better things look, and the more intriguing they are, right? So so everything that's you're going to do that's worthwhile doing, that you're truly interested in, you're going to have to practice. It won't be just a one and done. So keep at it. Have some perseverance. I know you're sitting there going, oh no, I hate that word perseverance. No, it's okay. This is to your benefit. You'll enjoy the learning just as much as you'll enjoy the end result. Or let yourself enjoy the learning as much. I mean, no reason you can't enjoy that. Okay. And so things come in perfect timing. If you've been anxiously waiting for something or other and it's kind of not coming and it's kind of not coming and it's still not here, well, to begin with, make sure your focus is on what you want. And then realize that sometimes if it came now, it wouldn't work out very well. It comes in perfect timing so that everything is lined up so that it can fully come to you, so that you can fully savor it and enjoy it. That's on purpose. It's on purpose. Look at that, how beautiful that is. It's perfect timing. And so don't chomp at the bit, and say, oh, you want this faster and quicker and everything else. That doesn't help. It's not a benefit for it to come quicker. It'll come exactly when it's supposed to, and then it will be divine. Okay. And the last thing, I think I've told you this before, lighten up. Just feel joy. And over little things. Like, honestly, the tiniest wee thing, when you take a sip of water, how does that feel in your mouth? And you swallow, and it goes to your rest of your body. Wow. Oh, I love that feeling. I was so thirsty. I was dry, and now I'm not. And oh, how divine does that feel? Man. Or I have brand new socks. They feel so good on my feet. All those kinds of things, as well as, the sun is shining. And, oh, it's warm out today. I love that. Or it's raining. I'm going to go play in the rain. All those things, right? They are ordinary, tiny little things that we could just kind of go, oh yeah, sun's out, and continue on our way. No, make it bigger. You do enjoy that. So let yourself really savor it. It's delicious, right? It's those tiny little things that bring joy. Yes. Okay. All right. So here we have the daily guidance cards. And we'll see what's one last bit of wisdom that your angels want to give you. In a minute, when they discover the exact right message. There it is. Okay. The message is ask. Your angels would like for you to be in more frequent contact with them. And so this is no matter what language you use. You may not use the language of angels. To you, it could be God, could be the world, could be the universe. It could be source. It could be higher consciousness. It could be just whatever's out there, if anything. You don't have to have any particular belief system. You just have to understand that energy is what we're all made of. And energy at a certain vibration, at whichever vibration it's at, is going to attract more of what you're vibrating at. So if you're deliberately asking for something, that is that particular vibration. And then that's what's going to come to you. Ask. Okay. Gemini, thank you so much. I appreciate more than you will ever know that you've joined me. And I love you, and I'll see you next time.